Ann Cunningham, and I am the chair of the Albany County Legislature. I want to welcome you tonight. We have two proclamation presentations that are both, in their own way, very, very exciting. The first one, and I think they are walking in right now, I am very happy to present the first proclamation to the Bethlehem Central varsity baseball team. And this is a team that practices right up the street from me. Very familiar with the Bethlehem Eagles, as are my fellow Bethlehem legislators. They are coached by Coach Matt Rebick, who is also a wonderful phys ed teacher at Bethlehem, and also was the teacher, phys ed teacher for my 4 children. So thank you for whatever that entailed. And I also want to just spend a minute giving some shout outs to this team. This team had a hell of a season. Their record was 19-5, demonstrating excellence, commitment, dedication, hard work, resilience, all the things that you see in good athletic teams. In Bethlehem, we love our sports teams, as I know you all do as well. And to see this team achieve the championship greatness that they did, their section win was the first sectional title that the Bethlehem varsity baseball team achieved in 25 years, and the first state championship title in Bethlehem's history. So applause to all of you guys. Wonderful, wonderful accomplishment. Before we invite you up here, gentlemen, also want to highlight the exceptional leadership team with head coach Matt Rebick, coaches Rich Leach, Zach Fries, Todd Tyler, and all of the obviously talented players. I know you have family and friends here. We couldn't be more proud of you in Bethlehem, and the Albany County Legislature is also extraordinarily proud of you. Please come on up and accept your proclamation. I know Vicki is here and Jeff is here. Matt Miller is not here tonight. He is a huge baseball fan. He, I think, is at another sporting event in London, so we won't talk about that because that's exciting too. But come on up here. Why don't you stand up here? Coach, do you want to say a few words?
Very quickly, first off, thank you so much for having us here. Obviously, we are so proud of these young men. They're a wonderful representation of our community, of our school, and like we said, this is the first group, not only we haven't won in 25 years for our sectional title, but it's the first team to ever win a state title in anything, in any sport. So obviously, simply put, I couldn't think of 21 kids that I'd rather share this game with. Really, it's been an honor to be with these kids. I say that at banquets all the time, you hope you make a difference in kids' lives, but they don't realize how much of a difference they make in our lives. And I'm speaking from our coaching staff and all the people that these kids interact with. They really are wonderful kids, and I'm just so very, very proud. Thank you so much for having us. He's at a baseball game.
So do you want, we'll do some pictures. Jeff and Vicki, do you want to come over here or sure. See them? All right, here in the back. Smile. Okay, well, the second proclamation that we have tonight is also a really, really big deal. Such a big deal that two things happened that I'm not sure have typically happened. One is that the parking lot that we always use for our legislators was full because those sheriff's deputies took all of our spots in your own lot. But that's okay. We're fine with that. The other thing that happened is that very seldom do we kind of start, kind of fighting over proclamations, who had the idea first and who was a nanosecond later. But we kind of did that tonight to get this proclamation done, and it just shows, honestly, that we all, every person in this chamber, have such a close relationship with our sheriff, Craig Apple, and we all are so proud of you as a body that honestly every single member of the legislature was thrilled and delighted for your success, your recognition, this award. And we couldn't wait to bring you in here with your entire staff and team and just say, way to go, Craig. This is just so well deserved, and we are so, so proud of you, and congratulations to you. Just a couple of additional things to note. One of the things in Albany County that we are so grateful for is not only Craig's leadership, but his innovative leadership. And time again, Craig, you bring to the legislature so many ideas about programs. I'm going to name just a few of them. The Stop DWI program, the Cooperative Shelter program at the jail, the Sheriff's Explorer Post, the Albany County Crisis Officials Responding and Diverting, that's the Accord program, the County Animal Response Team, the Sheriff's Heroin Addiction Recovery Program, that's SHARP, the Hilltowns Christmas, the Food Pantry Backpack Program, and various other programs. So that, I think, just speaks to your reach, not just in law enforcement, and we recognize and applaud you for being such a crucial part of Albany County's law enforcement response and emergency services. We depend on you time and again, and you are always there, just at the call to any one of us, and we greatly appreciate that. But on top of that, to have such an innovative public servant who is constantly stretching his office to think about innovative programs to help with the homeless problems, to help with substance abuse, to help with any public health problem that we are struggling with. It is truly a remarkable skill. You deserve this so much. We are so grateful for your leadership here, your friendship, your allyship. And honestly, you deserve this and so much more. So congrats to you. And I know all of us want to come up here.
So thank you all very much. Obviously, it's very humbling and a little bit embarrassing because I'm used to pushing other programs, pushing other people, and we actually got alerted to this in February, and they were like, hey, you won Sheriff of the Year, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, let's just keep this quiet for a bit. Let's just keep this quiet. But honestly, I want to thank you. The partnership with the legislature is unbelievable. And I couldn't do what I do without having the funding and the support from you all. And I'm truly appreciative from that. Everybody screams about their legislature, and I'm like, I love my legislature. And I know when they call, we're going to answer. And I know when I call, you guys always answer. So I'm appreciative for all your support. I just want to give you a couple scenarios of why we do what we do, and one of them I just put on my Facebook about an hour ago was a young girl. She was 16 years old. Family came crying to us a couple months ago. She was going to kill herself. She was overdosing on a daily routine. There's a video. You can see the video. You can see her spiraling out of control. We got her into our program. She's now 60 days clean and healthy. And she looks like a remarkably just beautiful young lady that hopefully will just flourish as time goes on, and she keeps battling this disease. But those are just, that's just one of hundreds of stories and lives that these men and women in black all touched. And the homeless program, for you folks that are city legislators, listen, last week, 4 days, 3 handguns loaded, stolen. I mean, these men and women are working hard for you, and they're working hard for the constituents in this county, and I can't be more proud of them. Nobody, and I mean this, nobody is working harder than the men and women trying to keep our streets safe, stem the gun violence. I mean, it's just out of control. Stabbings, murders, and they're out there every single day pulling guns. 10 minutes today, 10 minutes, the state police put out a stolen Jeep out of Guilderland. 10 minutes later, our guys had that car and the guy at gunpoint on Clinton Avenue. Car recovered, arrest made. Those are what they're doing. So I'm truly thankful. I'm blessed to have a great legislature and an unbelievable staff. They are the ones that, I just I don't sleep much, so I kind of come up with an idea and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this? And they make it happen. So I love you all. Thank you so much.
I would invite all of us to come on up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Right on up here for me. File in right next to the chairwoman.
Aren't we going to have some other legislators over here? Come on. I know. I was going to say, Pat. Pat, do you want to stand right here? You can all fit.
Yeah, I
You
just
got a
don't want to.
whole baseball team
I don't want
with you.
anybody.
You want to get?
The chair?
Yes, sit in the chair. There you go.
Yeah, Carolyn, you sit in the chair. Congratulations.
Slide in, give it in. Are you getting everybody? I don't know how she did it. I don't either.
Right here, 1, 2, 3. Anybody else? Right here? Yeah, we got it.
All right.
All right, excellent. Well done, well done. Very lovely.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Joanne Cunningham, the chair of the Albany County Legislature. The rules of the Albany County Legislature allow for a period of public comment before our monthly meetings. Our rules prohibit members of the public from questioning legislators and prohibit us from questioning you. This is your time to speak and our time to listen. In accordance with our rules of order, speakers will be allowed 3 minutes each. I ask everyone to please silence their cell phones. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Beston. Bergdorf. Clay. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Conway. Cunningham.
Here.
Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Larilliard. Lakakis. Lockhart. Murriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. Petto. Purley. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. 33 present.
Clerk, please read the name of the first speaker.
Carol Waterman.
I'm impressed so many people are here. I mean, I know people personally who weren't showing up because of the weather, which I really kind of liked. Okay. I didn't talk at the public hearing about Joanne's local law J, and I didn't talk about it because I didn't fully understand it. And, well, for one reason, I'm sorry, but it was very badly written. And also, there were things in it that sounded absolutely wrong to me. And now that I do understand it, yes, they were absolutely wrong. I went to look at it again today, and it's gone. I hope it gets a decent burial. And I hope it's not like the undead that we're going to be seeing it again. But if we are, one of the things I wanted to say is, how come it wasn't referred to audit and finance like things like that have been for all the years I've been coming here? Anyway, we're, of course, again, going to talk about, you know, I don't really want to be towed, all right? And I was told by Joanne, actually, when I said, well, you know, any other place to park is dangerous to me and unhealthy for me. And I said, so I would have to stay home. And I've told you this before. I was told, quote, well, that's your choice. I'm sorry. It's not my choice to have multiple disabilities, and it is certainly not my choice to stay home, and it is certainly not my choice to roll over and put up with this. So there was a third choice, though, which is I would get some help. And what I really need is help crossing streets, because I do not want to fall down in the road. So all I needed was, some people who would find wherever I was legally parked, put their arm out like a grab rail, and help me. Well, today, 2 legislators, one already helped me, the other will help me get to my car, and there is a 3rd legislature, no, make that 4. This is
30 seconds.
Oh, all righty. Well, I'm going to be here. That's just the way it is. And I used to say, well, you can't get rid of me because I'm not elected. You can't vote me out. You can't fire me because you're not paying me anything. Well, you can't bully me because of my disabilities either. So I'll see you all next time. Take care.
Tom Ellis.
Carol, no one would want to fire you. Hi, my name is Tom Ellis. I live on North Pine Ave in the city of Albany. I'm glad to see you're all here, and I hope you enjoyed the recent holidays, the Juneteenth and the 4th of July. I'm here to briefly talk about the College of St. Rose. I'm pleased that the county and the state are taking an interest in what happens to the buildings. I favor placing the non-academic buildings on the tax rolls and providing additional housing to local residents. The city and the county and the school district could use the tax revenues. I'd like to see some of the housing be for older people, for low-income people, and maybe even some assisted living facilities for people who need those facilities. My fear is that a private equity firm might buy the campus and dispose of it without any local input. Whatever you can do to prevent that, please do. And I urge the legislature to also pay attention to the fate of the former St. Rose workers. Nearly all of them have lost their jobs, their income, and I'm sure many of them are facing uncertain futures. I know many of these workers had 403B retirement plans, so I assume that they still own those. Some may have had defined benefit pensions. Please make sure that any promises that were made by the College of St. Rose to its employees are kept as the property is turned over to whoever buys it. Thank you.
Mike McGlynn.
Hello, my name is Mike McGlynn. I'm from Waterville. Thank you for permitting me to speak. Our global warming crisis is a public health hazard in our communities with health risks to our neighbors. The June 27th Health Committee agenda included a May 29th letter and a State Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance request for proposal from the County Mental Health Department. The letter is seeking approval from the county legislature to submit an application to enroll and participate in a 3-year Solutions to End Homeless program. The millions available from the federal and state governments will promote the general welfare. The purpose of the program is to support the quality of public health and safety facilities and enhance the quantity of services needed to address the needs of at-risk and homeless individuals and families. I think the contracts to nonprofit organizations and the essential workers to enhance intervention services will improve constitutional human rights of individuals and families. The County Mental Health Office submitted a letter, a May 29th letter, and documents seeking county legislative approval on the same day applications are due at the State Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance Office, May 29th. I know we need a cleaner environment, improved housing accommodations to protect our community's public health and safety. especially to mitigate health stress from global warming. Therefore, I urge you to ask county office directors to improve partnerships to protect the public health and safety of our neighbors and enforce constitutional human rights within our government human resource policies. Thank you.
There are no more speakers.
Is there anyone else in the chamber who wishes to speak?
Mark Robinson. You're welcome.
Good evening. My name is Honorable Mark Robinson. I'm a county legislator, represent the 4th Legislative District. I don't come to you tonight as in my elected capacity. I come to you tonight as a taxpayer. As we all know, that this new revenue through the cannabis stream is coming up. And being an elected official, I know that I will have to abstain from carrying legislation, and I will have to abstain from voting on legislation dealing with cannabis. But I come to you as a business owner, right? And I understand that my colleagues, Sam Fine, Barado, have some things going on to try to reach to the people in the community and the neighborhood associations to try to see what they want to do with this new revenue stream that's coming to us pretty soon. I know that the chair and the deputy chair is working on some things for this new revenue stream. So I just want to give these individuals that's brainstorming to see how this revenue stream is going to be distributed. Being a taxpayer, I own a dispensary. I cannot afford armed guard at my dispensary. If I had armed guard, I would never open, okay? My dispensary is 500 feet from a throughway. We all know, if we do research on cannabis and how it's known to have large amounts of cash. So at that point, whenever you have large amount of cash, then crime and people think that they can come in, they can take, and they can rob. I'm just saying that it's very important that we think about when we do this distribution, that we make sure that the police have adequate funding to make sure that they can be present at these dispensaries that's paying taxes. I'm not saying be in front of my dispensary 24 hours a day, but I am saying have lunch there, have dinner there, make it a presence. So therefore, if someone was considering to do something illit, because I have family, I have babies, and I have employees that I have to watch out, I got to think about their best interests. So I'm just saying, when you decide to brainstorm of how you want this cannabis revenue to be dispersed, please keep the police, the sheriff at the top of your agenda, because I need help. I cannot afford armed security, and like I say, where I'm at, I'm 500 feet from a highway. And I got to think about the safety of my babies, I have to think about the safety of my employees, and I have to think about the safety of my business.
30
Thank you.
seconds.
Thank you.
Thanks.
There are no more speakers.
Public forum is now closed. Calling the meeting to order. Before we do, just want to take note that we're always happy to accommodate those of us who may have a challenge that prevents us from standing from time to time, and I'm sure we're all very comfortable with that. Pledge of Allegiance, I would like to ask my good friend and Deputy Chair Wanda Willingham, whose birthday is tomorrow, to lead us in the pledge. Clerk, please call the roll.
Beston. Bergdorf. Clay. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Conway. Cunningham.
Here.
Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. LaRilliard. Lakakis. Lockhart. Mariello. Mayo. McLaughlin. McLean Lane. Miller. Petto. Hurley. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Ward. Whalen. Willingham. 33 present.
Clerk, please read 309.
Establishing Albany County remote work policy for county employees.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 374.
Requesting the Department of General Services to conduct a feasibility study regarding the placement of public use electric vehicle chargers at all county properties, including vacant parcels.
We need to, Mr. Bergdorf? Oh, we need to amend this language. We discussed this in committee. It's additional language making clear that the resolution is intended to cover all corners of Albany County. The new language is at your desk. Can I have a motion to amend the language? Motion, Ms. McLean. Is there a second? Second, Mr. Ricard. All those in favor of amending the language? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. All those in favor of the, do we vote on the whole thing? Okay. All those in favor of Resolution 374 as amended? Any opposed? Mr. Bergdorf?
Yeah, I thought we were voting on the amendment. Okay.
Do you want to speak on
I do want to explain my vote.
Oh,
Okay, I was going to say something before. I am generally supportive of this concept of using county-owned properties to have electric chargers. There are people who want electric vehicles, and there are people who don't want electric vehicles. In committee, I asked for a couple of things. I asked that this resolution include something which said there would be an economic analysis so that we knew when we put a charger in, it's not just a site visit, a site analysis of where could you put one, but there should be an analysis of what does it cost to put one in, what are the economics of it. So before we take any vacant parcel and say, yeah, there's a good place for a charger, we should know what our potential liabilities are. The other thing was, I asked if these chargers were going to be free, or whether they were going to be like the ones where you put your credit card in and you get charged market value. And I understand that how that could be such location for those sorts of things might be very challenging for people in inner city and condensed neighborhoods. And the answer I got was, well, maybe in the beginning it'd be free, and maybe it would evolve, you know, to something paid. And that doesn't strike me as something that the county ought to be getting into, which is giving free electricity to people who spend between $35,000 and $100,000 on their cars. So I really wanted to support this, but I think it's important to send a message to the county executive and to the Office of General Services staff that there are some of us who, you know, would be very supportive of this if there were an economic analysis and a commitment that everything would be at market value. So it would not cost the county anything other than its real estate space to put these types of charging systems in. Because if you put them in
and give the electricity away for free, which a very learned source calculated for one of their vehicles would be $18.81 for, is either 81.18 or 81.81 for a fill-up. Then why don't we put a gas station in my neighborhood and let my neighbors come in and get gas for free? So that would be really very nice. But I'm going to vote no on this, just so that these issues, in my mind, stay in the forefront of the discussion on a county EV policy. So thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Mr. Moriello?
Madam Chair, may we have a long roll call?
Yes. Mr. Drake?
I don't see a cost for the feasibility study here. Would the sponsor tell us about it?
The cost is it's part of the study that the county should be doing anyways as part of the office to assess whether or not the infrastructure exists for placing EV chargers on county parcels. So it's part of the operating procedures of the department.
Right, but is there a cost to have the study done that we're approving?
It's being done internally by the department.
Oh, so we're not hiring a third party?
No.
I see. Thank you.
Ms.
The other remark, I guess somewhat similar to what Mr. Berger said, is to put these in, I mean, hopefully not hopefully, I would really recommend that any feasibility study include the capital costs, the paving, the striping, the bollards, the concrete, and then the stations. The stations about, from what I understand, are running about $12,000 a port, to install, and the county does not benefit from any of the tax incentives that would be offered because obviously we're a government entity that, so lots of, some of the private industry out there could probably do this at a really attractive price, but we don't benefit from those things. So, any feasibility study should be done would include all those capital costs plus costs of maintenance long term, which I think is information starting to come out because these things haven't been around that long. And then, of course, the operational costs, we don't really know the national grid rates and all those things, but, there really needs to be a financial feasibility study here, and I don't know that this indicates that in the resolution.
Thank you. Ms. McLean Lane?
Thank you very much. They don't cost $12,000. I actually have one in my garage. It costs $1,000. And additionally, excuse me, I have the floor now, sir. In addition, they're a dual charger. They now are utilizing, and I'm very proud of the county for doing this, a local provider called Livingston, which is a Schenectady company. I'm very pleased that we have a local provider doing it. For me to fill up when I rented the fancy Tesla with the 350 miles, it cost me, and this was in the state of California, $15 to fill the whole thing up. It cost me, on my charger, in my home, for my Mini Cooper, it's only 114 miles. It's a not a high mileage car. It costs about $2. So I would appreciate if there was legitimate information used here.
Long roll call, please. Ms. Want the last word?
Chair, is it appropriate for me to respond to?
Sure.
Okay. Just to be clear, this is just a first step study. It is to identify county properties where we might have infrastructure available to allow for EV chargers to be installed. The additional legwork that we discussed is likely to come if we find that some of these properties are useful and are feasible. This is just the first step.
Mr. Joyce?
Maybe I respond, please?
Got it.
I second that.
Ms. McLean Lane, we've got LaVilliard, we've got Fine, McLaughlin, Reedy, Cunningham, Rosano. Anyone else? Okay, long roll call.
Baston. Bergdorf.
Nay.
Clary. Collins.
No.
Camiso.
Yes.
Conway.
No.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Demolowitz.
Yes.
Drake. Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Grimm.
No.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Kuhn.
Yes.
LaRilliard.
Yes.
Lockhart.
No.
Moriello. Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
McLean Lane.
Yes.
Peto.
Yes.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Ricard. Robinson. Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Ward.
Yes.
Whalen.
No.
Willingham.
Yes.
25 yes, 8 no.
Resolution passes. Please read 393.
Bond authorization for various non-roadway paving projects.
Long roll call, please.
Beston. Bergdorf.
Yes.
Clary.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Camiso.
Yes.
Conway.
Yes.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Demolowitz.
Yes.
Drake.
Yes.
Yes.
Ethier. Feeney.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Grimm.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Cohn.
Yes.
LaRilliard.
Yes.
Lockhart.
Yes.
Moriello.
Yes.
Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Yes.
McLean Lane.
Yes.
Peto.
Yes.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Ricard.
Aye.
Robinson.
Yes.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Ward.
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Willingham. Unanimous.
Resolution passes. Please read 394.
Authorizing the acceptance of New York State Consolidated Highway Improvement Program funding for county road maintenance and repair and amending the 2024 Department of Public Works budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 395, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Carver Construction regarding parking lot paving and sidewalk replacement for the Cornell Cooperative Extension and the Parks and Recreation buildings.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 396.
Authorizing an agreement with the town of Guilderland regarding the use of data center space and fiber connectivity located at 112 State Street.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 397.
Amending Resolution Number 14 for 2024 regarding the modernization of elevators at the Department of Social Services.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 398.
Authorizing an agreement with GP Flooring Solutions regarding carpet replacement for the 3rd and 4th floors at 112 State Street.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 399.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the Dormitory Authority of the State of New York regarding the New York statewide investment in more swimming grant.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution
May I be added to this?
Yes, Ward and McLean Lane added. Resolution passes. 400, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Reja Group regarding transportation services for children with special needs to education and therapy programs.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 401, please.
Authorizing an agreement regarding the 2024 Summer Youth Employment Program and amending the 2024 Department for Children, Youth, and Families budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 402.
Amending Resolution Number 116 for 2024 regarding non-referral items for the Albany County Planning Board.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 403.
Authorizing an agreement regarding property insurance coverage for the MVP Arena.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 404, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Department of Health Research regarding the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Program.
Mr. Reedy?
Please note my abstention.
Yep. All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes with one abstention. Thank you. 405, please.
Amending the 2024 Department of Mental Health budget, individual placement and support, employment specialist.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 406, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the New York State Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance regarding the Solutions to Homelessness Program grant.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. Thank you. 407, please.
Authorizing the submission of a grant application to the New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports regarding the Electronic Medical Records Implementation Grant.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 408, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Whitney M. Young Health Center regarding health home services and amending the 2024 Department of Mental Health budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 409.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services regarding reimbursement for Raise the Age implementation.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 410.
Authorizing agreements with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services regarding the Alternatives to Incarceration program.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 411, please.
Amending the 2024 Albany County budget, New York State Health Care and Mental Hygiene Worker Bonus Program, vesting period 5.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 412, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Albany regarding case management services for the Law Enforcement Assistant Diversion Program.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 413.
Authorizing cancellation of a certain unenforceable delinquent real property tax lien on 936 SR 14N, the town of Rensselaerville, and charge back of the amount credited in connection with said lien.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 414.
Authorizing corrections to the tax roll for the city of Albany.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 415.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located at 446 County Route 360 in the town of Rensselaerville.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 416.
Declaring a portion of County Route 103 in the town of Queens no longer necessary for public use.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 417, please.
Authorizing the conveyance of real property located in the town of Queens.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 418.
Authorizing a license agreement with Stewart's Shops regarding a use of property at 309 Delaware Avenue in the town of Delmar.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 419.
Public hearing on proposed local law number K for 2024, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, creating Chapter 202 of the Albany County Code, prohibiting the use of employment promissory notes and other similar provisions.
We're going to refer that to the Personnel Committee and the Law Committee. 420, please.
Public hearing on proposed local law number L for 2024, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, established in Chapter 112 of the Albany County Code to create a public art fund.
Referring that to the Law Committee and the Audit and Finance Committee. 421.
Amending Resolution Number 231 for 2024 regarding the disbursement of American Rescue Plan funding to Girls on the Run, Capital Region, and amending the 2024 Albany County budget.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Resolution passes. 422.
Amending Resolution Number 230 for 2024 regarding disbursement of American Rescue Plan funding to Colony Youth Center and amending the 2024 Albany County budget.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Resolution passes. 423.
Public hearing on proposed local law number M for 2024, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, amended Chapter 288 of the Albany County Code regarding the welfare and safety of pets and vehicles.
We're going to refer that to the Law Committee. 424, please.
Appointment of a member to the Albany County Planning Board.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Resolution passes. 425.
Establishing a standard workday for retirement reporting purposes.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Resolution passes. We've now reached the consent agenda. Are there any requests to take items off of it? Mr. Graham?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Just make me a co-sponsor, please, on 441. That's my only request.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Hearing no requests to take any items off the consent agenda, all those in favor of the consent agenda? Aye. Any opposed? Consent agenda items 222, 229, 234, and 426 through 451 are approved. Okay. All right. Local laws, local law G for 2024, please read that.
A local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending the Albany County Charter and local law number 8 for 1993 as amended for this purpose of creating the position of deputy chairperson of the Albany County Legislature.
Okay, we also have an amendment here. If you look at the language at your places, there's a sentence that was added at the very end. It's underlined, and it just makes clear that this is subject to a permissive referendum. And that was something that some of the lawyers recommended we include. Okay. Can I?
Please be out of the co-sponsor.
Sure. Any other co-sponsors? Mr. Robinson, Mr. Fine, Mr. Kuhn, Ms. McLaughlin, Mr. Reedy, and Ms. McLean. What was that?
I have a question.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That last sentence that was added, what does that mean?
It just makes clear that this local law could be, it's adopted subject to a permissive referendum. So that means if someone goes to secure the requisite number of signatures, it would force a referendum. Is that right, Mr. Counselor?
That's right.
So it would have to be a public vote?
If somebody obtained the requisite number of signatures, yes. We're in the timeline, I should note that we're in the timeline with that hit in November, so there won't be any extra costs. So this is all going according to schedule.
All right, can I ask for a motion to amend the law? Ms. McLean Lane, second, Mr. Kuhn. All those in favor of amending the language? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the language is amended. Can I ask for a roll call a long roll call on local law G as amended?
Bastian.
Yes.
Bergdorf.
Yes.
Clary.
Yes.
Collins.
Yes.
Camiso.
Yes.
Conway.
Yes.
Cunningham.
Yes.
Demalowitz.
Yes.
Drake.
Yes.
Ethier.
Yes.
Feeney.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
Grimm.
Yes.
Andrew Joyce.
Yes.
Ray Joyce.
Yes.
Kuhn.
Yes.
LaRilliard.
Yes.
Lockhart.
Yes.
Mariello. Mayo.
Yes.
McLaughlin. McLean Lane.
Yes.
Peto.
Yes.
Plosky.
Yes.
Reedy.
Yes.
Ricard.
Aye.
Robinson.
Yes.
Rosano.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Ward.
Yes.
Whalen.
Yes.
Willingham. Unanimous.
Okay, local law K for 2024, we're going to refer that to the Law Committee and the Personnel Committee. Local law L for 2024, we're going to refer that to the Law Committee and the Audit and Finance Committee. And local law M for 2024, we are going to refer that to the Law Committee. Can I ask for a motion to adjourn? Ms. McLean Lane, Mr. Ward, second. All those in favor? Any opposed? We are adjourned.
Dustin.